Okay.
Like, the only thing is, I think, like, 3 of the starting villagers I ended up with for the first town.
And to kind of go back to what we were talking about, Peppy, which is one of the characters we invited, are this rock star valley girl type, but they are generally nice.
Again, this is it. Like, a lot of things with the personality aren't actually, like, kind of dubisms and translations, which is something I find funny. Because a lot of the personality types are actually...
2000, that's, like, really good.
Because a lot of the personalities are actually very different in Japan.
A little bit.
I just don't remember the exact details, but again, that's because a lot of things in Animal Crossing were based off, like, Japanese culture and stuff, and it's shit that literally wouldn't translate into English.
In a basic sense, yes.
Really, and it really does make me wonder, as I said, if, like, the Uchi was a newer thing, if it would have actually been translated as tsundere.
Get some extra miles. We'll stop soon, but I'm trying to... Gonna go get a fishing rod in a minute here, too. There's my miles. Nice. That moves. Selling items, which you can do infinitely pretty easily. But I'm gonna go double check the whole fishing rod debacle. We'll stop soon, but the basic point, the personality is ultimately
pointless.
Clumsy fishing rod.
Hmm.
Okay, so on. Well, not exactly pointless.
Well, by pointless, I meant, like I said, every normal villager will basically be the same. They don't even, like, it's not even like there's a large spectrum of things normal villagers will, like, do or say to try and split it evenly. No, they're all basically the same.
There's the 201, 500, nice.
Though the funny thing
you can almost afford another ticket.
The funny thing is, because of that, I believe most personality types get along with themselves, except for Smug and Snooty. I believe
Smug and Snooty are an archetype that's very interesting.
The original Animal Crossing, it only had 4. It only had normal, Jock. It was, I believe, normal, Peppy, Jock, and Lazy. It was the 4 in the original, and then it was like, I think, Wild World added, no, wait, I would have to go look that up. I believe Cranky was in the original.
Smug and Snooty are basically uppity male and female archetypes.
Those were in the original, right? I genuinely can't remember.
I get mixed up on a lot of the weird... damn it.
Especially because I seem to remember the funny thing is, some of the names of villager types were the names of other villager types in, like, other languages. But that's one of those I could be wrong. I really don't remember a lot.
I just remember things sort of in the way of how they all end up. Damn it. This is a problem with this series where sometimes the camera is locked down and you can't see a bug or fish.
Oh, but it has the potential to spawn, so it's always 100% your fault. Don't you know? It's like Dark Souls. As long as if you're not tiptoeing everywhere, it's all your fault, and you can never blame the game. It's always the player.
There's that trash thing. Yes. Oh, good. We can afford another ticket.
We should probably stop after the other island.
Oh, probably, but...
Just because we basically run out of shit to do.
Well...
Most of the resources
are...
on the basic island have been dried up for the day. Ugh.
To go back to the random on and off discussion we were having, the snooty and smug villagers are just this uppity kind of ritzy type.
I said, they're the two where the English translation explains it they're the two where the English translation explains it the most and directly.
Do I not have the DIY for the water eggs?
Apparently no. We really haven't been doing a lot of fishing, so no.
We should also make some of it.
And it's one of those, I don't want to come all so especially because Animal Crossing is kind of built for you to project onto the game, but
at the same time,
it's I hate basically in just a general
thing. I had that problem, and that's a balloon first of all.
I don't even talking about just Animal Crossing, as we've talked about with Polygon. I'm sure we said this on recording. People were the newer Polygon games, it's the gym leaders have no personality. They're just boss fights, when in most of the games in the series, the gym leaders have been just boss fights.
$10 a bells!
Yeah. It's not just an Animal Crossing thing, that's just a general thing I hate when people project.
And Animal Crossing specifically, though, is a really interesting one of pointing out, just because the thing about Animal Crossing,
like I said, every villager of the same type is basically the same, because they're basically the same, that means they will all do and say a lot, and also a lot of times in Animal Crossing, the game, it's RNG will spit out random nonsense. Also, a lot of times, it's not just a villager thing, it's just the game's RNG.
And that leads to just kind of a back and forth thing of
a funny, basically a sort of famous meme image from when New Leaf was new. There's this female deer villager named Fauna, and because Animal Crossing has a lot of items, it has an item, the men's toilet.
Which is a urinal!
I don't know why they called it a men's toilet, unless it's a weird Japanese thing, but, basically because the name of the item is a men's toilet, if someone had her say that she always wanted a men's toilet. But that's nothing to do with the villager or the personality type, that is just the RNG of sometimes items that are on you, villagers will just want.
I've always wanted a men's toilet for a very long time.
And that's just the game's RNG, kind of fucking up.
it ultimately comes down to the personality having the same literal responses and ideology to a point where once you pick up on it, and they also have the same...
Like, the funny thing is, Fauna, her personality type, was it actually Uchi?
I think he was peppy or normal.
So that, like, means if another peppy or normal villager had received the item, they would have said, I always wanted a blink, I've been searching for one for a long time. Right?
To that certain degree, yes.
That's why I'm actually...
That's probably a sea bass.
Like, well, getting different types of villagers would be nice so that we can show all of them.
I was right!
It's always a sea bass. You don't need a stand to figure that out.
There's the fishing one. Complete DIY projects. We'll get some extra points. We're about to do some crafting. We're about to do some selling. On. This is actually going to be really good. Let me grab a bunch of the eggs then. Okay. Ah! That's cool. So, let's see. Oh yeah, when it has a check mark, you've crafted it.
Yes.
So...
We haven't crafted those two. I think I pointed that checkmark thing out before.
Yeah, but it's a really good...
I noticed it, but never said anything, so...
Actually, hold on. I would like to... Okay, hold on. So, that takes...
3 water eggs. That's a 1.
Funny day Stool! Snickers uncontrollably. Because we are basically 12. That takes 3 sky. Wait. Oh, pockets are too full. Hold on.
Han, gotta go dump her stool.
Gotta go drop a massive stool.
We're both adults.
Hey Zipper, I made you a funny day stool to show you how I feel.
Every year. And it's just like replies every year, like everyone makes this joke.
Put in storage. Put in storage. I'm actually going to store the can. We've been playing this for a few hours, and
How long have we been recording?
Oh, this recording about 2 hours. Every day is about 2 to 3 hours. Here's my massive stool. If anyone's confused, stool is a term for poop, just making god awful poop.
I feel like because of
DBZ... Oh yeah, I can make the crown.
I feel like because of DBZ Abridged, most people should know that. In Monster Hunter World, there was a monster, I believe its name was translated as Popo for some reason, so a mission where you go hunt it is Popo's pecking order.
Tools, everything. Favorites. Seasonal. Craftable. That's cool. Accessories. Wall mounts. Miscellaneous is just random stuff.
Houseware.
I'm just trying to get points while also...
Okay, the wall clock, that's 1. The stool was 2. You crafted the other 2 uniforms.
Hold on, I'm gonna make these now.
It should be, unless you picked it up by, like, blinked or something, that should be enough for the,
Also, while we're in here, I just want to check, so... Now, we have... Earth? Like...
I believe we have everything except water.
Seems that way.
Oh, and we never crafted the shoes for the earth, apparently.
Pockets are full, though.
Oh, yeah, there's the DIY one.
Nice. Plant trees. Selling items, which we will. Okay, hold on. Let's get our nonsense. We can buy a ticket before stopping. Go to another island. Actually. And we have the Earth, which doesn't look that bad, honestly. Like, that actually doesn't look that fine. Drop the crown for a minute. We'll get the other thing in a second here.
You say it doesn't look that bad, but again, they all look like lava lamps to me.
On the wall, that looks kind of cool, though.
It's fine.
Right now, I'm more doing that as just a space and just an example of what we have.
Yeah, after Bunny Day, all this shit goes into the dimension to never be seen again.
Never be seen or heard from again.
Exactly.
Use up some of my Earth eggs, so now we just need the fishy ones. Yeah, fishy. Mario.
Everyone go look at Mario's Fundamentals 2.
We're serious. There's a very, like...
Hey, this is a nice computer. Can I have it?
That's Amore. Get it? Amore to you? I made it to funny.
Unagi's name is just Eel.
It's time for the question of the day, my overall thoughts on the topic. So, anyway, how do you feel about people that project their thoughts and opinions onto a game and then love or hate some aspect of the game entirely because of the fantasy narrative they constructed? What I mean is, it's like someone in Animal Crossing gives you a trash can, so you end up hating them, because when they gave you the trash can, they said that they were thinking of you when they bought this perfect gift for you, so then you think that they hate you because they handed you a trash can, but any villager in the game could hand you a trash can, and then you just have this weird beef with a character because they happen to give you a trash can, and that's just happenstance, or like, you're playing Pokemon, and a Pokemon gets 3 crits in a row, so you have like a narrative, oh, this Pokemon must love me because it crit 3 times in a row. But again, that's just happenstance. I hate to be a Grinch or an asshole, but I wish people would stop sort of mixing their weird personal experiences and fantasies with why they love or hate a game, because oftentimes people love or hate something entirely because of happenstance and them just building a bigger narrative in their head than what they're actually talking about. I'm trying to not be a complete asshole here. It just kind of bothers me because anything like that could have happened with any Pokemon or like any villager in Animal Crossing. And at this point I'm rambling, so I'm about to go. You can leave your thoughts, opinions, and answers in the comments, or you can leave them on social media. All my social media links are in the video description. But before I go, I need to be a shield for a minute. If you subscribe to the channel, and if you follow me on social media, that really helps our communities grow. But anyway, I hope you all enjoyed the video. I will see you all next time, so good night, everybody.